All right, just this fall, a new Kemper house opened its doors in Worthington with a focus on all things related to memory. The Kemper house method truly is about changing the way the industry operates, from the food to the fitness, even the interior design. Kemper house goes above and beyond to make their residents feel at home. So we have Greg and Lisa Sini here with us to explain more about the Kemper difference. But I want to right off the bat address not the elephant in the room, but the cat in the room, because it's going to be doing some things throughout this segment. Lisa, you were just explaining to me this is part of, what you have to put into like the thought process when you're designing a home for memory patients.
Exactly. So some folks might miss their pet and they can no longer take care of it because they can't remember to take it out or feed it. And the companion cat has artificial intelligence in it, and it will relate to you, it'll respond to you, it'll even ignore you, and love on you.
Typical cat behavior.
That's exactly right. But without any of the things that, like that you don't want to do, going out in the cold weather and such.
That's almost a perfect pet for anybody.
Exactly.
Right? Okay, that's pretty cool. And so, Greg, I do want to talk with you first. As co-owner of Kemper House, we can put her on mute. Maybe we'll at least mute her. As co-owner of Kemper House, we have talked to you about how you're redefining dementia care. And you told me one of the first times I met you that your wife inspired a lot of why you're in this business and why you decided to take part in this, right? So give me a little history about how that happened.
Okay, so about 18 years ago, 20 years ago now, I decided to join my wife's company, who specializes in senior living design. She's designed projects around the world. And at that time, I told her that I would help her grow a family business and that she'd have me till I was 50. And honestly, traveling the world, working with all the top companies, I got so inspired by really what is at the root of great senior living care, and that's the resident. And I learned that you can't care enough in this industry, and the better you care, the better your business does. And I saw a lot of companies that were sort of missing the mark on that, and it inspired me to put a business plan together and decide to move down this track of, and I wanted to be specialized in Alzheimer's and dementia care. There's a lot of companies that do it out there. Honestly, very few of them do it well. And I wanted to put something together that was different. And we went out when we decided to do this and hired what I consider a world-class design firm, and it just so happened to be my wife's company.
To be your wife. And Lisa, I do want to get to you. You're the owner of Mosaic Design Studio, as it's called. You're also an author, a couple of books here. You help design projects, as Greg mentions, all over the world. So tell us, if there is a way to tell us in a nutshell, how is it that design makes such a difference?
Well, in Alzheimer's and dementia, when you have a cognitive issue, design makes so much of a difference. When you're, you understand where things are and what you're supposed to do, you really don't have to worry about it. But when you're losing some of your thought process, every little thing helps. And what we try to do is cue folks. So in the dining room, we might have pictures of food or eating so that they know that's the space that we're going to eat in. For the bathroom, we might cue them with lighting. So that when you get up in the middle of the night, you don't have to fumble around and try and find the night light or figure out what you do. You can just see the light that goes right to the bathroom, and it helps you. So all those little design things that might aid. It might be that the seat height is proper and the arm height to get up and out of the chair instead of being stuck and immobilized. So how do we improve independence and dignity?
And I imagine in doing a lot of these things, it's comforting for the patient. It's comforting for the staff to know that the patient has this. It's almost like this added tool, this added resource in a time that is so vulnerable for them, right?
100%. I really feel that what we do in our team, we're part of the caregiving team, because every little thing that we do makes it easier for the resident, the family, and the caregivers. And if we can make their life easier, they can love more, they can give more care.
They can take on their role where they're supposed to be. We talk about that a lot, right? Where the wife can become the wife again, the child can become the child again, and a lot of that plays into it. So some of the specifics, I know technology probably plays a role into a lot of this as well, right? I mean, this has been a passion of yours for so many years. How have you seen things changing?
Well, Greg and I saw things changing quite a bit when we had my grandmother who had Alzheimer's living with us, and my parents.
Right.
And so we utilized some technology, and part of it was because I didn't want to have to do things that I heard my sister-in-laws having to do. So we got bidet toilet seats, which Kemper House has. Technology that the top athletes in the world use to recover their bodies. You know, if you look like an athlete's body, on paper, they're about an 80-year-old man. But
Yeah.
how do they stay so fit and how are they on the field? Well, it's because they use this great technology, and Kemper House actually has it.
Right, and that is one of the things too. We say the Kemper difference, Greg. You talk about the things that truly do set you apart, and this is kind of what makes a community like yours so attractive, is it not?
Absolutely. You know, it's one of the things. First and foremost, what I'm told is that having an owner on site that can actually understand the residents, the staff, and the family members to be able to make those decisions, but then having all these additional technologies and things that support what we're doing in our everyday care. I tell people at the end of the day, it's about the heart of our care team, but being able to have a fitness center and food is medicine and telehealth and telemedicine, all that stuff helps to support the care that we're providing for our residents to live a healthy and active lifestyle.
Right, it is what you hope, of course, to make them kind of feel as if their family is you, an extension of their family.
We are.
That's absolutely.
And Kemper House Worthington, as we mentioned, it just opened. Greg, tell us where it is, how people can find out more.
Well, we're located at the corner of Proprietors and 161 in Old Worthington. We're grateful for that location. There's thousands of cars that pass it. Old Worthington, families that lived in Worthington love its location. You can reach us at 614-681-8330 if you want to call us, or at our website at www.kemperhouseworthington.com.
I also recommend following them on Facebook if you're interested, because it's cool to see you guys do excursions. You get them out in the community. They get to experience life, which is a really cool aspect of that. Again, it is Kemper House Worthington. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Robin.
Thank you.